So friends, in a geometry, when two figures that fit exactly on each other, we call them congruent figures. Or you can say that they are in congruence. For example, suppose I am having two coins of 1 rupee. Suppose these are the two coins of 1 rupee. And when I am going to place them over each other, they are going to fit exactly, and they will hide each other, they will superimpose each other, you cannot able to find out. Means it look like a one image only. They will fit on each other exactly. Again, if you see these two spoons, when I keep them over each other, what do you find? These two figures exactly fit on each other. But exactly they are what? Two. So these spoons or forks are also what? Congruent to each other, because they have exactly same shape and same size. So you can call these are congruent to each other. In the same way, you have a lot of example in our daily life. Now see this example. These are the two different scale, but when I am keeping them over each other, they are not covering each other. They are not superimposing. You can see here is a space remaining left. Means these two scale are not congruent to each other. You cannot say these are congruents. So you must have the two figures. So friends, when you say the two figures having exactly the same shape and same size, they are said to be congruent. Example, you can take this. These are the congruent images, as these are two different figures, two different shapes, two different spoons, but they are having the same shape and the same size. So they are said to be what? Congruent to each other. So friends, you can see they are fit over each other exactly when they are superposed. So I am superposing, they are hiding each other, and they completely cover themselves. So the symbol of the congruence is this one. You have to use this symbol for saying any two images. If they are congruent, then you can say this. This is a symbol for congruence. This is a symbol for congruence. So now we have a different features of the congruence. Like you can say that two line segments. You can say two line segments are congruent. When, or you can say if they have the same length. For example, this is a line segment AB. It is 4 centimeter. Again you have line segment PQ. It is also 4 centimeter. So this AB and PQ, you can say both lengths are same. AB is equal to what, friend? PQ, because both have the 4 centimeter. So you can say AB is congruent to CD. Sorry, PQ. AB is congruent to PQ because they both have the line segment of equal length. So this is a symbol of congruence. So now if we have two angles, they are going to said to be congruent if they have the same measure. For example, this is a one angle. You can say this angle is what? PQR, and its measurement is what? 35 degree. And you have one more angle here, angle LMNN, and it is also 35 degree. Both angles measurement is what? Same. So you can say this angle PQR is equal to this angle LMN, because both measure are was 35 degree. So therefore what you can write, angle PQR is congruent. You can say it's a congruent to angle LMN. So when to say that two angles are congruent? When their measures are equal. Next we will see about the two circles. Two circles are congruent if they have the same radius. For example, there is a one circle and its radius is what? 2 centimeter. Suppose this is the radius of 2 centimeter. We name it R1 radius. And there is also one more circle, and its also radius is what? 2 centimeter. This is R2. So both radii are what? Same. So this is a circle A, this is a circle B. So here both the circle are what? Having the same radius. So you can say circle A is congruent to circle B. Why we are saying these are congruent? Because their radius are same. The R1 is equal to R2. Radius 1 is equal to radius 2. Both are of the same measurement. That's why we can say circle A is congruent to circle B. Next, we are having two squares are congruent if they have the same side length. For example, this is a one square PQRS, and each side of the square, we know that friend, what are these? These are going to be same. Suppose it is of 3 centimeter square, and we have one more square LMNQ, okay, and this is also having a 3 centimeter each side. So you can say that these two squares are congruent. When you are going to place one square over another, they are going to superpose each other. So you can say this square SQ PQRS is congruent to square LMNQ. Why? Because they are of the equal same side length. Now friends, if we are having two rectangles, and if you want to make them congruent, then you have to show that they are of the same length and breadth. Suppose this is a one rectangle LMNQ, and there is also one more rectangle ABCD. If you want to show that these are of the congruent to each other, then their length should be equal. This length should be equal to this length, and this breadth should be equal to this one breadth, okay? Then only you can say that this ABCD rectangle is congruent to LMNQ rectangle. So now the next topic is congruent triangle. So if you want to show that the two triangles are congruent, here we are going to speak about the two triangles. So if you want to show that the two triangles are congruent, then they should be of exactly the same shape and the same size. Suppose this is a one triangle ABC, and there is one more triangle XYZ. So friends, if you want to show that these two triangles are congruent, then you need to show that their parts should be congruent first of all. So if you want to do this activity, you can make a two triangle and you can trace them, and you have to cut them and place over each other. Then you will notice that are they equal to coming? But that method we cannot do always. So you have to go through the method of corresponding side and corresponding angles. Means by placing one figure over each other we can find out, but in the triangle we have to see about its parts. So if these two triangles are equal, we need to check that this angle A, it should be correspond to this angle B, it should be corresponding this angle Y, C angle should be correspond to angle Z, and the remaining side should be equal to the another sides. So if they are the corresponding, you can write down triangle ABC is corresponding with the triangle XYZ. And you can say this thing only in the one case, if it's angle A, this angle A should be corresponding to angle X of another triangle. In the same way, angle B should be corresponding, this is the double-headed arrow we are using for the corresponding. Angle B should be corresponding to angle Y, and angle C should correspond to angle Z. In the same way, this side AB should be corresponding to the side XY, and the side BC should corresponding to YZ, and this AC should correspond to XZ. These are the three angles and these are the three sides. When the angles of one triangle are corresponding to the angles of another triangle, and the sides of one triangle is equal to the sides of another triangle, then only you can say that these two triangles are corresponding to each other and they are congruent to each other. So if you want to show that the given two triangles are congruent, you must have to see their congruent parts, means which sides are congruent, which angles are congruent. So here first of all the conditions are there for congruence of triangles. Number one is side, triple S congruence. So what this criteria says that if the three sides of a triangle are equal to the corresponding side of another triangle, then you can say that the two triangles are congruent. For example, consider this is a one triangle and this is also one triangle. This is LMN and this is PQR. Its side is 6 centimeter and this is 3 centimeter. It is also 4 centimeter, 6 centimeter and 3 centimeter. This 6 is this corresponding and this 3 is corresponding to this 3. So here student, just look at this. These two triangles are there and the three sides are given and with their lengths. So here side LM, you can see this side LM is equal to this side PQ because both are having 4 centimeter. Then this side MN is equal to this side QR, both are of 6 centimeter. Then this side LN is equal to PR, which are both 3 centimeter. So you can see that three sides of a triangle are equal to the corresponding side of another triangle. So here you can say triangle LMN is corresponding to triangle PQR. You can say this thing. And here single dash represent that these two sides are equal, and the double dash means these two sides, and here 3 dash means these three. These are the markings to showing the equal length sides. We can see that these two triangles fitted each other exactly. So you can say that these two triangles are congruent under the condition of side, side, side. These conditions you have to mention compulsory. So the next is what? Side angle side. SAS conditions of congruence of triangles. So if you want to show that the two triangles are congruent to each other, they are fit each other exactly, so you have to show that if the two triangles have two corresponding sides equal, an angle included between them. So you can see here I have drawn two triangles ABC and XYZ. So here you can see that this side is equal to this side, and this AB side is equal to this XY side, and one angle is equal to another angle, means angle side angle, side angle side, side angle side, side angle side. Here you can see that this angle A is equal to this angle X, and this side AC is equal to this side XZ because both are 3 centimeter, and this side AB is equal to this side XY. So what we are seeing, one angle is included between these two equal sides. These two sides and one angle included between them, they are corresponding here. So you can say that triangle ABC, this triangle ABC, you have to read here like that also, is congruent to this triangle XYZ. XYZ. So here these two triangles are correspond between by using the condition side angle side. Here we have not used the side criteria. Why? Because one angle included between the two equal side was given. So the next criteria is what? ASA, or you can again call it AAS, which means angle side angle or angle angle side. Sometime what happen that the two angles and one included side, like you can see, suppose this angle is equal to this angle of the another triangle, and here also one more angle is congruent to this, and the side which is included in between them is also congruent. So you can say that these two triangles are congruent by using the criteria angle side angle, means between two angles one side is there. So these two triangles you can say they are congruent. And sometime what happen, suppose we are having two triangles, angle side I am speaking about. This is one angle corresponding to the another one of the other triangle, and this is one angle corresponding to the other, and now the side is there. This side is equal to this side. So this is the case of angle side. You can say angle side criteria, and here angle side angle. So in these criteria, if the two triangles have one side equal and the two corresponding angles are equal, then you can say the congruency is there, means the triangles are congruent to each other. But sometimes the side is included in between them angles, and sometimes the angles are there, then the side is there, like this case. So these can be interpreted as ASA or AAS. Now friends, we are speaking about the RHS triangle, that is a right angle hypotenuse side. So this is a special case. Suppose if you are having two right angle triangle, these are the two right angle triangle, and if you want to make them these are congruent, then you have to check about its hypotenuse. Means hypotenuse of one triangle should be equal to the hypotenuse of the another. And one more thing is there, the one side should be equal to the another side. Means this side is equal to this side and the triangle is right angle, then you can say that the triangles are congruent to each other. So what do you have to check for the RHS criteria? Hypotenuse and one side should be corresponding to each other. Then you can say that the given two triangles, suppose this is a triangle ABC and this is a triangle PQR. Therefore you can say triangle ABC is a congruent to triangle PQR. How you are saying they are congruent? Why? Because they are right angle at B and here it is Q, and the one hypotenuse is equal to another hypotenuse and one side is equal to another side. So you can say that these two triangles are congruent to each other. So friends, for a congruence of a triangles, you need to check for a SSS, side angle side, ASA, or you can say AAS, and the fourth one is RHS. These are the four congruence criteria you have to check for the congruence of the triangles. So now if you see these example here, you have to show that these triangles are congruent or not. So here first of all, if I check here is the centimeter and here it is a millimeter. So centimeter we can convert into millimeter, or millimeter you can convert into centimeter. So here 7 centimeter is equal to what, friends? 70 mm. And 4 centimeter is what? 40 mm, means 40 millimeter. So for a correspondence, you need to check for the criteria side angle side, or angle side, or RHS. So here you can see that this side 7 centimeter, 70 mm is equal to this side. Means this side is equal to this side, and this 4 centimeter, that is 40 millimeter, is equal to this 40 millimeter, and this angle is also same as this angle. So you can say side angle side. So by SAS criteria, side angle side criteria, these two triangles are congruent. Yes, they are congruent. So you can write down here, they are congruent to each other. Now we can see this one. So here it is 8 centimeter given, here also 8 centimeters, 60 degree, 60 degree. But you can see there is a not angle included between them. These two sides are there and here is not included angle. Included angle is here. And you can see this side is what? You can convert into, it is 13 by 2 and it is 65 centimeter. Children, notice here angle is not included, but here is angle included. So they are not congruent. This is not congruence. Now we can see this example. Here you can see that there are the two angles given, 130 measure and 27 degree measure. Okay. So now you can see it is a 60 millimeter. Here is 6 centimeter. So this also you can write 60 millimeter. Now you can see this is a one side and these two angle side. This also angle side. So by angle side, yes, they are congruent, because this 27 degree and this 130 degree, here also 27 degree and 130 degree, then one side is congruent to this side. So you can say these two triangles are congruent to each other by using AAS condition, angle side. And here it is given that these two are right angles. Here it is right angle at M and here it is right angle at A. And the hypotenuse is 13 centimeter. Here also hypotenuse, the side opposite to 90 degree, is 13 centimeter. And one side we need to check now. This is 6 centimeter. This is 60 millimeter, means 6 centimeter only. So here for RHS criteria, one hypotenuse is equal and one side is also correspondence and angles are also congruent. So yes, it is also congruent by using RHS criteria. Now next, show by comparing angles and side which of the triangles are congruent to each other. So in this A bit, here 1, 2, 3 triangles are given. We need to find out which triangles are congruent. Here A, B, C, D, E, F and P, Q, R is there. Angle A is 70 degree. Angle B is 30 degree. And third angle we can find out, friends. We know that sum of three angles in a triangle is 180 degree. So this is 70 plus 30, 100. So remaining angle should be 80 degree. This we can find by angle sum property. Here 80, 30 means the third angle should be 70. Here also the third angle should be what? 70. Because the sum of major of three angles should be 180. So I've added them and subtracted from 180. Now we'll check out. Here it is 30 degree and 80 degree. Angles. And here the included side is given 2 centimeter. Here also 30 degree, 80 degree and 2 centimeter. But if you notice in this figure, triangle, here it is one angle 30 degree included 2 centimeter, but another angle is what? 70 degree. So this is different case. We can focus on these two triangles only. This triangle ABC is a congruent to, here ABC is, you can say, congruent to DEF. Triangle DEF. Why? Because you can say angle side angle. Angle side angle. Because the one angle included side and another angle of this triangle is corresponding to one angle side another angle of the triangle DEF. So only these two are congruent, not this one. So these two are congruent by using ASA criteria. Next you can see here 1, 2, 3, 4 triangles are given, friends. So here you can see SBD and here COG, PTR, KLM. Like these triangles are given. So friends, here I have found the third angle. How we have to find the third angle? By doing the addition of the given two angles and remove it from 180 degree. So here out of the four angles we have to find by comparing their sides and angle that which two triangles are congruent. So here I will notice first SBD. Here the one side is given and the three angles are given. So here 4 centimeter is included between 75 and 45, which is not here. 75 and 45. This is the case we are finding here. These two figures, if you notice carefully, here 75 degree included side is 4 centimeter, another is 45 degree. Here also 75 degree included side 4 centimeter and 45 degree. So these two triangles are congruent. So I can write down here triangle SDB is a congruent to triangle PRT. And the reason is angle side angle. Angle side angle. One angle. Here also one angle. One included side. Here also included 4 centimeter side. Another is 45 degree. Here also 45 degree. So one and third. These two triangles are corresponding to each other. Now if you notice the triangle CGO or COG. Here you can see 60 degree and 45 degree. And included side is 4 centimeter. Here also 60 degree and 45 degree and included side is 4 centimeter. So these two are what? Congruent to each other. Again there is an angle side angle. Angle side angle. So you can say COG, triangle COG is corresponding to triangle LMK. We have to read the triangle according to that only. Like I am reading C. So C is at 60 degree. So I will read here also LL. That is 60 degree. Friends, when you are writing the corresponding and triangles, you need to be very alert about their sides and angles and their parts. I have to read at COG. That is 64 centimeter then 45 degree. Okay. So here also I am doing like this same, and these two are angle side angle. So again by ASA criteria. Okay friends. Now if you notice this C example, all are right angles. 90 degree, 90 degree, 90 degree, 90 degree. And what we'll see, their hypotenuse given? No. Here also hypotenuse not given, not given. And one more thing we can check out. This is one side given 3 centimeter, 3 centimeter, 3 centimeter. Okay. So you can see the two angles given. One angle is 90 degree, 30 degree, 90 degree, 30. Here also 90 degree, 30 and 90 degree and 30. So what you can say that angle, angle, side, and again angle, angle, side. Here also angle, side, angle you can say. Means here it is 90, 60 given. So remaining is what? 30 degree. So these all are congruent here. All are congruent. Why all are congruent? Because they are following angle, angle, side. By using angle, angle, side criteria, you can say this 1, 2, 3, 4. All the triangles are congruent to each other. One angle is 90, 30. 90 plus 30 you can do 120, and then remaining will be 60 in order to get 180 as interior angles. So here all the angles are what? Coming measure 180, and the remaining thing is that the 3 centimeter is given. You can say all angles are congruent. So now next question is given this figure and we have to show that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle CDE. So first of all, for a congruency we should remember that we are having some conditions, like it should be SSS, it should be side angle side, angle angle side, or RHS. So you have to check out whether these conditions are following. So here we can see the given sides are given. Here AC side is equal to CE. So you can write AC is congruent to what? EC. Because here marking shows that these two sides are equal. Again the side BC is equal to DC. And friends, if you notice, this angle are vertically opposite. So angle DCE is equal to angle BCA. So side angle side by criteria SAS. Here angle this C is equal to angle this C. So you can say by SAS criteria, side angle side, side angle side, side angle side criteria, you can say triangle ABC is congruent to triangle CDE. Yes, these two triangles are congruent to each other.